Hey, it's Trixie at Healthy Nails. Today's video is this client's first advanced pedicure for multiple pincer nails on both of her feet. This video is packed with information on what an advanced pedicure is and how it works, as well as a full walkthrough at the end of the video of how to use the nail mycosis and Dadi Oil we talk about all the time in our videos. I hope you enjoy it and feel free to leave questions and comments in the comment section below. So as long as, and you can actually put them both in. Let me know that the temperature is okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. And this is the famous name Eucalyptus. I love this. There is some AU drench already in the water. That's a mix of allantoin and urea. What it's going to do, it's going to pull moisture from the water and everything. And the allantoin is going to help keep the moisture in. This eucalyptus is fabulous on its own because it's antimicrobial, thank you. I'm like, it's not an antibiotic. My brain, I haven't had enough coffee today. I apologize. I'm like, biotic? No. What's the other one? It's a B. It's a B. And everything I use is safe for all of my at-risk clients. I don't use anything other than what's safe for everybody. So this is a nail rasp if you run your finger on the top.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like a nail file for the sides, but it's metal, so we can sterilize it. All of my tools, all of my metal tools are cleansed, disinfected, then sterilized. They all come out of a packet. The regular nippers. So this guy is the sidewall cleaner. If you look, it's like a little shovel, and if you want, you can put your finger on the bottom. It's not sharp. Okay, it's literally a little super shovel, a regular cuticle pusher. And then this guy is a 1 millimeter curette. So it's just like a little scoopy dude. Most important, you're just gonna very lightly run your fingers on the top and the bottom. Not a zester, it's a file. And again, it's metal, so I can reuse them after sterilization. Everything else is pretty much disposable. The brushes get cleansed and disinfected, but because they are material, I can't sterilize them. Because, you know, I don't need to cause any fire. No, thank you. I have enough to deal with. Anytime you use a nail file, you're always going to want to buy them in twos, so you can run them along the sides. Because this is called seasoning. Since they're made by machines and they're cut, the ends tend to be sharp. And that's how, you know, we get cut by accident when we don't buff them.
I use the glass ones. They don't seem to last. But
No.
Some of them last. Like I can wash it and it seems to come back. But the ones I just got, which I got them off Temu or whatever that is.
Okay.
So the package one was good. The one that came by itself is not. So it's kind of weird.
Well, I'll send you home with some of the reusables, disposables. The ones for your fingers, I can say use them maybe about 3 or 4 times. They're yours, so that's fine. For me, I throw them out after everybody. But once you can feel that the grit is gone, just toss them. And by the next time you come to me, you get another set. We'll let this guy hang out some, and we'll start with this one. Okay. So the very big thing for me is communication. Okay. Always keep me posted on how something feels while I'm doing it. If there's any discomfort, absolutely let me know. That's what tells me what's okay and what isn't. Okay. It tells me live skin from dead skin. The first thing we go in with is sachet. That is our callus cuticle. It's magic. Okay. It is pH neutral. So it's not an acid. It's not going to burn away. It's not a base. It's not going to melt away. Okay. But the same thing as hand sanitizer and alcohol. If there are any micro cuts that we can't see, it might burn. If it does, please let me know. We'll put it right in the water, just a little soap and water. We'll wash it right away. The polish that you had on before, was it gel or regular?
Regular. Okay. I never had gel on my toes. I used to get it on my fingers, but that's been years.
Okay.
I started sculpting again, and when I do that, my nails are, there's no point in doing anything with them because they're in the way if they're long, and
Yep.
and they always have clay all over them, so I guess it's been, well, I had them done a month ago or something, just a regular manicure, regular polish, because I don't even know why. Oh, it's my daughter's 50th birthday party.
You said 50? You do not look old. No, your daughter?
I'm 73. Really?
No fucking way.
Really? Thank you. You have no idea how good you just made me feel. Mentally I'm 25. In the case of the rest
I think
of
I'm
the
about
family.
8. You think I'm about 8.
We went to Warwick Winery to the Dylan Festival.
Mm-hmm.
We go to all the festivals there. I love it. We go to concerts all the time. We're
Nice.
Still young. Anyway, this woman was dancing next to me, and she said to me, "I'm going to be you when I get your age." And I looked at her.
Disrespectful.
She didn't look like, I thought she was my age. And I said, "What?" She said it again. And I said, "How old are you?" And she said, "I know you're older than me."
That wasn't my question.
I know. I said, "How old are you?" She said, "Oh, I'm 58, I think." She said 50 something. Yeah, 58. I said, "Oh, well, I'm 73." And I said, "No, you don't want to be me. You want to be you." I go, "I guess that was."
You're so nice.
I said, "I guess that was a compliment." And she said, "Yes, it was." And it wouldn't stop bothering me.
Yeah, really. Because
I'm so used to people doing what you do.
You look 40.
Oh my God, thank you.
Like, I'm jealous right now. I'm just gonna sit over here and do this and be just a little jealous, just for a moment. Just for a moment.
So when I went to get the hair colored, she goes, "What are you doing here?" I said,
Yeah.
I want it colored." She goes, "Why? That looks beautiful." I said, "Not to me." She
Yeah.
goes,
Okay.
She goes, "I'll do it only because you really want it, but I don't think you should." Because I used to get dark hair because it made my eyes pop more. And when I moved up here, I went there and I wanted it even darker. I wanted it black. And she goes, "This is my first time going there." And she goes, "Nope." I said, "What do you mean, nope? I want." She goes, "I'm not doing it. You'll have to go somewhere else." She goes, "You need to be blonde." I said,
Oh, wow.
I said, goes, all right, so I'll do a brown and some blonde highlights. How's that? So I said, all right, and then we eventually got to blonde. But she was so funny. She goes, I'm not doing it. Go somewhere else.
Oh my goodness, that is fabulous.
You did all that. I didn't feel the darn thing. You go to those regular Chinese places, and it hurts.
It's not supposed to. I know, you poor thing. I can only imagine. I am so sorry that was your experience. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going on the sides to see how far down everything goes and if I can loosen up some more of the buildup on the sides. So when your nails start to pinch, it creates deeper sidewalls. Okay, because the nail goes like this and it pinches. So we just gotta do some extra cleaning. When you get out of the shower, you're gonna take a washcloth and you're just gonna rub the sides to get any excess buildup that we don't get when we're just regular washing.
And I'm gonna get some of that Dadi Oil today too.
Yes, I recommend the Powerhouse, the Dadi Oil, and the nail mycosis. Those I have had great success with many different clients in regards to pinching, men and women. And I find that it works really well. It is going to take time and consistency. So I always you're the meat and potatoes. What you do at home is the meat and potatoes. I'm just the sauce. I just put finishing touches on. Okay. Consistency is going to be key. So the nail mycosis is by a company called Imperial Feet. They're in Holland, and it's not all natural, but as natural as can be, because there are some chemicals in it that will prevent back contamination. It's called Nipple Guard 5, and it's still as natural as it can be. It's not detrimental to us or the environment. It just makes sure that if the bottle perchance touches anything, it doesn't contaminate the entire bottle, which is great. And nail mycosis really helps to repair nails that have been affected by fungus and prevent fungus. But it is the umbrella. It takes care of so many different things. But that, in addition to using Dadi Oil for the hydration of the skin and nail, it's just great. I live on Dadi Oil. That's what I use on my foot. Well, you don't need any help with the aging thing because you have that secret.
Well, I take collagen and cholesterol and, different things in my coffee in the morning. I make butter coffee.
Oh, what's that?
It's coconut oil, the MCT oil, 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of Irish butter, grass-fed.
Okay.
And I use 2. The collagen says 1 scoop. I use 2
because you're you. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I do the same thing. And we're just going to put this on the side of your leg just so it'll keep your knees straight and comfortable. Still good?
Yep.
Okay.
And I put that in a what is that called?
The knee thing?
Yeah. That you can make the smoothies with.
Yes. NutriBullet, something like that?
Yes, that's it. With my coffee, I just, make the coffee, pour that all in there, and it's delicious, and it's got nice foam on the top. It's nice and creamy, and that really helps.
That is going to be a thing.
And it's delicious.
It's going to start.
Just for that alone.
It's going to start tomorrow. He doesn't know it yet. And
the coffee I use actually is, I forget the name of it, but it has cordyceps and L-theanine in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, I'm gonna be harassing.
something.
I'm gonna harass you more than you come at me, because I am absolutely gonna need links to these things.
Yeah, I get the MCT oil on Amazon, and collagen. I just ordered a new one because the one I was getting was the best that was available at the time.
Okay.
And I have a lot of it too now because, I'm so ridiculous. I get things, on auto script. One thing is cheaper, and the other thing I don't have to worry about. It just comes.
Right.
But I was getting too many, and instead of having them wait, I finally did it. But I still have I think 3 or 4 boxes that have 2 bags in each box.
Oh my goodness.
And I ordered the new one. My husband will kill me if he realizes what I'm doing. Luckily, he doesn't pay a lot of attention to that stuff.
I was gonna say, I don't know nothing.
But that, and then the cholesterol, I just started that, and I started that because I was still feeling the residual effects of the chemo and the radiation.
Oh, wow.
And I was feeling like I was 83.
Oh my goodness.
And I couldn't remember stuff, and I felt like I was in a cloud all the time. Once I started the cholesterol, it's gone. I feel like me again, and even better.
Now, is that an herb?
No, it's when you nurse a baby, the first thing they get is cholesterol. That's that's like it's not milk yet.
Oh, okay.
It's the same way with the cows, so it's from the cows.
Okay.
And it sounds a little gross, but it's not. It's a powder, and it's flavored like I think the one I have is orange flavored or something.
Okay.
And you just mix it with water, and it's amazing. It helps with your skin, your nails, your hair, weight. So, I've always been like a big user of herbs and vitamins and supplements and stuff. So I think that's why. Plus it's genetics. My dad looked really young. He had a full head of hair at 90-something.
Oh, wow.
Two brothers take after my mother. The time-wise thing, but why I never would have known any of this if I didn't go exploring whatever I put in the search engine. I don't even remember. I think I said organic nail places or something like that. And I don't understand why. This is crazy. Everybody should know about this.
Yeah, it's I didn't even know about this until I was in school. And so this is a product of my grandmother and my nail instructor. So, funny story, I hate feet. Like I hate feet. Okay. I don't no. Don't rub them on me. No. Just no. Please no. Right? So my grandmother passed from cancer, and she had some other health issues going on, but I always took care of her feet. Like it didn't, like they weren't feet. They were my grandma. You know, it was like Toots. We gotta take care of those. Like the crooked man is walking the crooked mile. We gotta take care of those. So when I went into school, I had already been working in emergency services for many years. So I was very predisposed to tasks and standards. And the only way you can do that is by reading. You gotta know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
So I thought I found a loophole. I was like, yes. So you don't have to perform a pedicure on the state boards in order to get your nail license. You only have to work on hands.
Oh.
And then in the school, you only have to do a certain number of services on feet. Now, it can be practice feet, live feet, whatever comes in. But you see the plastic, what are you doing? You're not doing anything to that. It would be polishing. Yeah. But the fake feet wigged me out, you know, because they were just looking at me. I don't know. I don't want this. I don't want it in my home. I don't want it in my bag. It's weird. Then, there's just feet sitting in the back seat. Like, it's bad enough I have hands and heads. I don't need feet, too. Right? So, I go in to class, and first day, my instructor's like, okay, I just have to check your supplies, make sure you have everything. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. And she goes, oh, you're missing your feet. And I go, oh, no, I'm not. She goes, but you don't have feet here. I go, oh, I know that. I'm not doing pedicures. I don't know. No, I don't have to. And I go, please correct me if I'm wrong, but if I don't do the pedicure services, I can still complete everything. I will just be docked 10% of my grade. And the pedicure section is only worth 20%. So if I do the bookwork and I get everything correct, I have that 20%. So I get an 80 instead of a 90. I am absolutely fine with that. I can do that. And she's like, oh, you're one of those. And I was like, yes, hi. It's nice to meet you. And that's what she did. She just looked, but we ended up becoming really good comrades and everything. So it was getting close to the boards, and she was like, all right, we need to break it up. So we did movie night. And in this movie night, showed you all the different things that you can do with nails. But it was very nail art heavy. Mm-hmm. The encapsulations, the different types of nail arts, the sculpting, and the creating ant hills and everything with nails, and just some really stuff that I was like, why? I'm not a big ant fan, but isn't that animal abuse or something? It's gonna be a dead ant in your nail. Why do you want this? I don't no. The technique that went into doing it, absolutely, hands down, amazing. Why would you do it? I don't know. Right? I don't know.
From some other country.
It has to be, right? Yeah. And then, in the midst of that, this really, pardon my French, this really fucked up pair of feet came on. It was like, oh, what? What? No, that's a doctor. And she's sitting in the back, and she's grinning because we had become so well acquainted that we made a bet. She came in every day, and she had this horrible looking green drink. It was chunky. It was gross. It just looked like it tasted. It's like, I don't know. Why? How do you every day? Every day, Miss Shanima, how do you do this stuff? And she's like, it's really good for you. And she would list this stuff, and I'm like, I got coffee black with Jack. I'm good. We're right. So she was like, oh no, I don't drink. And I'm like, okay. So we ended up making a bet. If by the end of my time at the school, I did not perform or do pedicures, she would have to have a thimble full of whiskey. If she won, I would have to drink this green drink. I went, yeah, sure, no problem, because it ain't never happening. We're fine. So now fast forward to this video, right? So it shows this jacked up set of feet. Like, it was missing part of a toenail. It was only like a little bit of the toenail left. You can see that the toe was healing. It was black and blue. Like, it just looked painful. All right. But the next picture showed this beautifully manicured set of feet. And I'm like, no, not the same foot. Not the same foot. That's not the same foot. We can't do that. We couldn't touch that foot. What are you talking about? You're lying. You're lying. Bring it back. There's a birthmark. Let me see the other foot. Let me see if it's there. Let me see if it's there, Miss Shanima. So she rewinds it. We see it. And I'm like, oh, crap. It's the same foot. And she's like, yeah, I know it's the same foot. And I go, but wait. But how? And then my eyes got like the Kitti saucer big. Yeah. And all of the questions started coming. I'm like, but it's not acrylic, because we can't use acrylic on it. And it shouldn't be any old type of gel, because not all of this stuff is skin safe. What gel is skin safe? But wait, did a doctor say we can do this? Was that done in a doctor's office? Wait. And she's just sitting in the back drinking that green stuff with the biggest grin. And I'm like, that's some dirty dog triple dare ya stuff right there. That's cheating. I don't know how to prove it, but I'm going to. Right? And she's just a grinning in the back. So, long and short, well, one, I'm here now. So she won. I drank it. It tasted just as bad as I thought. Okay, it was chunky and it tasted green. Not like light green, not like spring happy green, but like that dark, earthy, pine, chewy green. Like, yeah, like that. Yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know how cows do this. No. Right.
Probably sweetgrass.
Like, oh, I don't know. It was just something. Traumatizing is what it was. But it was a ballerina that did point. So the constant pressure on her toenails, just like runners, would cause it to come off. And there was only one small portion that was still attached. But, everybody wants a decent set of nails.
Yeah.
So she got me with ballerina feet. And that's when I found out about a medical nail technician. And that was the beginning of my journey. And I said, oh my gosh, I wish I had known more of this when my grandmother was alive.
Yeah.
And honestly, the business is a tribute to my grandmother. What I couldn't do for her, I do for everybody else.
Sure,
and that's where...
for all of it.
Yeah, and that's where Trixie comes from, because that's what she used to call me. So, between her and my nail instructor, that's how I ended up here. And I absolutely love it. You still can't touch me with feet, but I will absolutely get them in good condition.
You'll touch them, but they can't touch you.
Are you kidding me? Give me a pair of gloves and a label maker. Nothing is stopping me. Nothing at all. And it's so funny because when I told my boyfriend, now fiance at the time, that I was gonna do feet, he was like, I'm sorry, what? You can my foot can't even touch you when we're sleeping. And you're gonna do this? Really? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, but you gotta see all the cool things you can do. And he's like, oh, you get to nerd out, don't you? Yeah, absolutely. So I went and I got trained by a podiatrist to do pedicures and to learn when I can and can't do them. I got trained by Lori, the meticulous manicurist, to learn how to do an advanced pedicure. So we're going to do just a very little bit of e-file debriding.
Okay.
It's just going to be to smooth and thin this out. This way it's a little thinner. Because they act like plywood.
Yeah.
The thinner it is, the more bendy it can be.
Yeah.
So just a slight bit. And then with the cuticle bit, I am actually able to get a little further down on the side wall. So it's a tapered drill bit, and if you run your finger on it, you can feel how soft it is.
Yeah.
So this is it. We're gonna run on the skin, clear up a little bit, just everything. I'm gonna get everybody nice and clean for you. But that was the start of it. My instructor in school saying, "Yep, I know where you need to go."
Where'd you go to school?
Down in the Bronx to Brittany Beauty Academy.
Okay.
I would go before work because I still had my full-time job. And I was doing, I had my full-time job when I actually started working in the salon as well.
So, did a salon, like a regular nail salon, is that where you started working, or did you just start, like,
No,
stuff right
I started mobile.
Oh, okay.
Going to people's homes and having some people come to mine. I did not do very well in the regular salon setting.
Yeah, I could imagine they wouldn't want you spending so much time.
Right. Between the time, and I am very, very meticulous about the cleaning procedures.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times there's this perceived cleanliness.
Right.
Where you walk in, it's nice and open and airy. And the pedicure stations look pretty. They have the pedicure bowl liners, so you think everything is nice and clean. And then I would sit down to do a service and ask certain questions and not get the proper answers.
Yeah.
The first place I worked at, I walked out without ever performing a service because the first person that sat in my chair, or their chair rather, had a severe fungal infection to the point that the nail was only detached in the back.
Oh, wow.
Like not even, maybe I want to say maybe like 2 millimeters in the back. It was completely discolored. It was lifted. It was thick. And this was before I got any of my certifications. But even now, I wouldn't service that person. They would have to go to a doctor.
Right.
So I asked her, how long have you had this condition? And she's like, oh, it's been like this forever. I'm like, have you gone to a podiatrist? Have you had it seen by a doctor? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I can't service you, ma'am. You need to go to a doctor. This requires medical attention. And the owner of the salon got very, very angry and said, you can't tell them no. And I said, yes, I can. That's what my license says. So I am not going to. And he was like, then you can't work here. I said, then that's fine. And I looked at the woman and I said, unless you want to chance losing a toe or anything more severe, I advise you to get up and go to a doctor.
Did she?
I don't know, because I had left before that.
I can't imagine if I had a toe like that. I would be mortified to go to a salon and let them even see it. Never mind. I mean, I don't know. People are just crazy. And then for the salon to say, I mean, what the hell did he expect you to do with that?
Yeah, and that's what I said. I said, the toenail isn't attached to the toe. And I'm like, she has a fungal infection. She needs to go to a doctor.
That could spread throughout her whole body and goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
The dumbing down of America. I remember hearing that, like, years ago. It was like this thing they were saying. That what was going on, and you know what? They're friggin' right. That's what happened. I can't believe how stupid people are now. In so many ways.
Yeah.
shows on. She's like, I just can't.
Have you, if you want to laugh at the stupidity, watch Snowflake Mountain.
Oh, I never even heard of it. I'll have to...
It is hilarious. Like, how are you breathing? And I look at the other half. I go, how did they not get dead yet? Like, how are they? How? I don't. And just stare at the screen like, did you see? No, you wasn't looking. Watch this. And he's like, we really, do I have to? You do. And then I got him hooked on it. We only watched maybe about 3 or 4 episodes.
Where is it?
But
on?
it's I believe it's on Netflix.
Oh.
So there are some ex or retired rangers or SEALs, just like survival, been in it, done it. Yeah. Okay. And they take these kids think they're, or teenagers or young adults, whatever you want to call them, they think they're going on this super fancy glamping thing. They don't realize that they're going to learn how to survive and cook and clean and do things. And it is very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because some of them make it and some of them don't.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, like, I don't understand. Like, how have you made it this long?
I know. I'll have to check that out. It sounds interesting.
And I also just got him to watch The Diplomat because I had watched it on my plane ride.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually really good.
Where did you see that? That's a movie, isn't it?
No, it's a series.
Oh.
And there's only one season out. There is another series. There's another season coming. But it's intelligent, but it's funny at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I love those kind of things.
Yeah.
It's not quite West Wing, but it's like West Wing.
Yeah.
You know, it's the political side, but it gives you a little bit of everything. And the characters are great. They're hilarious. Alright, so we're just going to go in and do a little spray. I get the wrong one. It is going to be cold again. We're just going to cleanse in between to make sure everything is happy. Good, I am glad. But you're like I said, you're going to be doing the meat and potatoes by using this stuff. The Dadi Oil is going to give... So our nails are made of dead skin and keratin. Mm-hmm. So if you have healthy skin, you're more likely to have healthy nails. Mm-hmm. What Dadi Oil does is it gives the skin and nail the hydration it needs and the nutrients that it needs in order to grow healthy. Because right behind this piece here, which is our nail fold, that's where all of our life cells come from. That's where all of the nail plate and everything, that's where all the baby cells are. And that's really where we need to focus a good amount of moisture on. So in using the nail mycosis, which is very nail focused, to repair what is wrong and help protect it as it grows out, you're giving the cells what they need. You're giving the nail that extra bit of love, and that combination of TLC has absolutely worked wonders. And it's also what I use on my toes as well. Because I'm a klutz. I'm always hurting myself.
Yeah, me too.
And I stubbed my toe, and the nail cracked here.
Oh.
And it's just been, it was cracking there for ages. But then I started using the Dadi Oil in the nail mycosis, and about a year later, it was much better. So it's actually now connected. The nail grows properly, but sometimes it gets a little brittle and it'll break, but it'll break across like a normal nail.
Yeah. I've done so much damage to my toe. This right foot is not even funny. I think I twisted my ankle like 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
I had a pit bull and she was strong. And I'd be walking her, I have no idea how, but she would manage doing something and I would twist my ankle. And then broke my toes walking my daughter's Dalmatian. And then I was walking my other daughter's
You're walking all of
Shepherd.
these huge dogs.
Well,
They're about your size.
I know. But Maya, my pit bull, she wasn't 100% pit. I think she was mixed with Rhodesian Ridgeback or something. But anyway, she was the sweetest dog I ever had. But she would get excited and pull, and she was strong as could be. But anyway, I'm walking my other daughter's German Shepherd who lives with us now.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't her fault at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I walked in a hole and broke my ankle.
Oh, geez.
It was just ridiculous. Everything on the right side was so strange.
I wish everything would happen on the same side for me. That would make it so much easier. Alright, and now we're just going to go through the same process again on the other foot.
Is that the whole nail coming off?
Yeah, that's the top of the nail plate. So, the lower portion of the nail plate is still there. And I will show you. So the way our nails grow, they kind of grow in a graded curve. And at the bottom, so they kind of grow like this. And this bottom piece is the matrix. The matrix is where all of our cells come from. The back of the matrix comes to the top because they grow out in layers and rows. So they kind of lay like dragon scales.
Yeah.
Okay. When we damage the top, this top couple of layers will come off from the back. So like where you hit your toe, it hit it further back. So those are the top nail cells. Those are the top layers. So that's where the damage is. And as it grows out, it may look a little hanky. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Give it some time and the nail will absolutely look normal again. And it's funny because I'm wondering with where I did the damage on my toe, if the entire nail is going to fall off. Yeah. So that's what I'm preparing for. Yay. Because, ooh, does it hurt.
Yeah.
There's no position of comfort for my foot. So even like this, even though I'm not putting the pressure on it, it still hurts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I don't know, it was something about the guys that came in there. I think the barbershop was in Cross County Center. Yeah.
Oh, and in the mall? Oh, that,
Yeah.
yeah, that must have been something.
Yeah.
How you doing up there?
Good.
Okay.
Caught on it.
Forgot I had the my net on. Just a smidge cold. And if me holding your toe like this hurts, please let me know. I just don't want to cause any discomfort. Funny thing about those tweezers is they're made for Eyelashes.
Oh.
They're made to put on eyelashes.
Huh.
And so these are your feet.
They look so much better than when we came in here.
Yes, they are absolutely happy. Absolutely. Which is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
That is the goal. So when you get out of the shower, you're going to take the washcloth and you're just going to wipe your feet.
Okay.
And you can do it from your ankles down. Any dead skin that's left over will come off. The mycosis, you could absolutely just put on a huge dollop on your big toe and swipe the rest across.
And that's what you just did, the mycosis?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you can follow that up with the Dadi Oil. And I just mix it into the lotion because I'll be rubbing your feet. But you can absolutely just take the Dadi Oil, drop it, and rub it on. That's fine. You do not have to apply the products after a shower.
Okay.
That's not required.
Okay.
Okay. Just the feet be clean. So even if you take a wet washcloth, like a damp one, and wipe your feet down, that is absolutely sufficient.
Okay.
Okay. We want to, for the first 2 weeks, if you can use the mycosis twice a day, absolutely. If that's too much, and just relax for me. And if that's too much, then once a day is fine. Okay. Dadi Oil, minimum once a day. No maximum. Use it as much as you want. And that goes for your fingernails as well. Okay.
Now that mycosis stuff I don't use on my fingernails, right? Just
No, just your feet.
Okay.
Because your fingernails are going to be the IBX treatment and the Dadi Oil. Because, like when I get out of the shower, take the washcloth. When I remember, I'll wipe my feet. I take the Dadi Oil, put it on my face. I take the mycosis, huge dollop on one toe, use my other foot to swipe it across. Same thing on the other side. Then I take the Dadi Oil, put it on my face. Then I take the Dadi Oil, about half a dropper. I put it in the lotion. I use the Dadi lotion. I love this stuff. Lotion, everything. And then I will go back and do an extra swipe on my toes. So as I'm doing the lotion, I'll start from the top and work my way down. This way it gives the mycosis a chance to set in. And then I do the Dadi Oil on top of it. But they work very well together.